Hi guys, welcome back to Tom Talks Footy. Today I am joined with rising star at Newcastle United, Travis Hernes. I'm also joined with Luke Rushbrooke next to me, another sports journalist. Travis, thanks for joining us today, mate. We really appreciate your time. Just starting off, I wanted to reflect on your time at Shrewsbury Town. You got your first pro deal there.
Yeah.
You scored your first pro goal against Wolverhampton Wanderers under-21s. Looking back at that time there, how do you reflect on that?
No, it was good, isn't it? Because obviously, when I first came to England and that, I was at trial at Wolves and stuff, and I was about probably 14 or something, and obviously they said they hadn't seen enough of me because I was going through injuries and stuff at the time, and basically I just got released, and that was the same year of COVID, I think. So after that, I stopped playing football for a bit, and then Shrewsbury was just like, come for a trial. Running a trial now, obviously got signed and everything, and literally just went up to the ranks for under 15s and under 16s. And then when I got my scholar when I was 16, and then made my debut, and then obviously I had a really good academy manager at the time called David Longwell.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, just really good at all the youngsters, to be fair. Like, he'd always try and push us into the first team and stuff. So yeah, I got my debut, scored in it, and obviously like a year later, just a whole new gaffer came in, a whole new sporting director and everything, and went through pre-season with them, and obviously they must obviously thought I was a good player and got my pro.
Yeah. And obviously you come back into the game through Shrewsbury Town, like you say. You then moved to Newcastle on deadline day.
Yeah.
What was that process like for you as a football player? I mean, on deadline day, you know, you're working against the clock a little bit as well.
Yeah.
How do you kind of relax in them moments?
I can't lie, like, obviously there was negotiations was going on for a little bit, innit? So I kind of knew like this could happen or this can't happen, but like I wasn't really too stressed about it, to be honest, because obviously Shrewsbury's still a really good level in it. So I was like, if it happens, it happens. So obviously I'm really happy to be at Newcastle now. But it was just more like I wasn't too stressed about it, and then got the green light like the night before deadline day.
Okay.
And so obviously I knew I was going up in the morning, and yeah, man. But to be fair, it wasn't that stressful for me. I know some people find it really stressful because they don't know what's going on and stuff. But nah, I literally just went up there, did a couple of medical checks and that, and then just signed the contract. Yeah. And obviously I've been on trial like 2 weeks before that as well. So like I kind of it wasn't like I've never been there before. I didn't know what it was like at all, and I just signed. Like I kind of knew what it was like up there, but yeah. So.
Okay.
Awesome. Hi, Travis. Thank you for your time. What was it that stood out to you about Newcastle, and what made you want to join the club?
Obviously, like they had a great season before that. So they finished fourth and qualified for Champions League the season before when I joined. So obviously, I seen that, and I kind of knew the project that had gone on. Obviously, new owners, new players always coming in, and yeah, obviously I just seen the project, and I thought like I joined at a really good time. So I think that's what really stood out to me, and obviously I've seen a couple of other players from. So obviously we had one player from Wolves that went to Newcastle, one player from Birmingham that went to Newcastle as well. So
yeah,
I don't know, just it wasn't like I was the only one that was doing it as well.
Yeah,
like I was seeing other players joining, and then I spoke to them, and they were like, this place is like, this is what we've got going on basically, and I thought, yeah, it's just a good place to join, isn't it?
Just going on to moving up there into the northeast. What was that like for you? How have you settled in since you moved over there?
I settled in fine, Can't lie, like I really like it, like especially like the people up here and like they're proper nice. Obviously it's a bit different from Wolves, isn't it? Or like Wolves Birmingham, where I don't know, I feel like there's always just something happening down there. But here everything's just a bit more chilled, and it was nice to feel. It was nice to like get a change of scenery as well, to be honest. Just something new in it.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously, since you move over there, you've represented Norway at the under-19s level as well. What was that like, and getting that call up? How was that?
Nah, it was good, you know, because obviously from when I was young, it's been a dream to play for Norway, innit? And obviously, I got my first call up when I was in Shrewsbury, after in my debut, and then didn't really get called up again, and then obviously done my stuff well, and then we had like 2 camps before the Euros, but like I couldn't join, so basically I was on the bench in the Premier like February, and then right after that I got injured, and then basically I couldn't go to any of the camps. So I'm thinking, wow, like I'm not gonna get picked for the Euros here. And then obviously the manager called me from Norway, and it was like, oh yeah, like I want you to come play with us basically. And yeah, man, like just knowing that you're gonna be playing against the best players in Europe, it's what I don't know. I love playing against people that I know are like the best of the best in it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a really good experience, man. And also we qualified we finished 5th, so it was like the top 5 go to World Cup, or like get a like automatic qualified into the World Cup next year in Chile. So yeah, and we finished 5th, so it was a good experience, man.
Yeah. And just touching previously back on where you said about the Youth Champions League, from when you joined Newcastle, you go from Shrewsbury Town, and before you know it, you're playing against PSG.
Yeah.
And there's a photo of you against Ethan Mbappe. I mean,
Yeah.
what was it like to play against players like that? And like you say, you want to play against the best. How was that for you?
Nah, it's crazy, like especially when playing as well as playing for Shrewsbury and that, and like you're playing against like Wrexham and Oldham and stuff like that, and like then next day you're playing against players that you see on like YouTube highlights and TikTok and all that stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, like, but then again, it's like I wasn't like starstruck, and I'm just happy to be playing against players like that, and like I find motivation in it, to be honest.
Yeah. Wicked.
You made your senior debut for Newcastle in that postseason game against Spurs. What was that like for you, especially going over to Australia to play that? That must have been quite special.
Yeah, the atmosphere was mad. Like I think it was like, I don't remember what stadium it was, but it was like a silly amount of people there, like 90,000, something like that. And I was just like, I was looking around here, and I was thinking, wow, I'm really playing against 90k people there, and I was so gassed in it. And then the first thing I do when I get on the ball, like check my shoulder, and I got on the ball, just absolutely singed out a play in front of 90,000 people. Honestly, that was the worst feeling I've had in a long time. But like, then again, I look back at it, I'm just, I don't know. At the time, I was just so happy. I didn't really care about it, to be honest. But yeah, man, it was a mad experience, man.
No, that's amazing. And I suppose spending more time with the first team as well. I mean, that must be quite enjoyable for you too.
Yeah.
Are there any players in particular, sort of when you've been around them, that have helped you settle in a bit better? Maybe.
Yeah, I'd probably say like when I'm up there, because obviously I'm not training there every day, innit? But I say when I'm up there, it's like probably say Bruno, John Linton, Anthony Gordon's like really good with just not just me in it, just like how he talks to the youngsters as well. It's like just kind of tries to calm us down and stuff like that. Like say if we made a bad pass or something, it's not like he'll get onto us or something. But I think it's because he's been there, done that, and like when he was at Everton.
Yeah.
So, but no, I think he's definitely the main one. And then last season, obviously it's not there no more. I think he's gone to like Portsmouth or something like that. But his name was Matt Ritchie, and he was such a good guy with the youngsters and that. So,
That's amazing. And sort of since, obviously, with Newcastle, the new ownership, Eddie Howe coming in and taking charge, there's sort of been a bit of a shift in culture. There's a lot of ambition there. Do you sort of feel that ambition, in the academy, and like are they striving for success there too?
Yeah, 100%. Like even when you look at the academy now, there's so many players that aren't from Newcastle no more. Like I think like before, the whole academy was just predominantly from Newcastle. It's not where like you got the Chelsea and the Tottenham, so people are coming from different cities and different countries and that. But especially when you look at my age group and like the age group below and stuff like that, like there's at least 5-6 players that came from different countries or different cities and stuff like that now. So you can definitely see it in the academy as well as the first team.
Finally, from us, Travis, what are your goals for this season? Have you set yourself any targets?
I haven't really got to that yet, to be honest. Obviously, like I love seeing that Premier League debut and all that stuff, but I just feel like it's in due time, and like if it's supposed to happen, it will happen. And I don't know. This season, just play the best I can play, to be honest, and just again, just whatever happens. Just got to play my game really, and then obviously I'm really looking forward to the World Cup, and if I get picked for it, anyways. But that's just I haven't really set myself any like proper goals for the season.